Welcome to Match Report. Welcome to Ibrox Stadium for the league match here between Rangers, who are kicking off, attacking the goal on the right, and Celtic, who are facing the goal on your left. The Rangers side with some interesting changes in it. Right away they're going into the attack. McCloy, Jardine and Matheson, Gregg, Jackson, McDonald, McLean, Penman, Steen, Conn and Willie Johnston. Celtic of Williams, Brogan and Hay, Murdoch, McNeil and Connolly, Johnston and Lennox, Dalglish, Callaghan and McCarry. Interesting substitutes today. Tommy Gemmell is 12 for Celtic. Willie Henderson is the substitute for Rangers. Back heel to Johnson from McCarry. The first shot, the first save of the game from McCloy. Gregg forward to Jardine. McLean going down the right, cut off by Connolly. Back to McDonald. McDonald through to McLean, but he's offside. English working his way through, trying to find Johnson, cut off by McDonald. He almost loses it to Lennox. It's picked up by Penman. McLean moving infield. Dalglish got his foot in there. It breaks to Callaghan. Johnson clear on the right. Callaghan working his way through the inside right position, making a lot of ground here. Whistle goes, I think, for a free kick as the ball comes across. And that's Andy Penman, who's injured just inside the penalty box, and play will be held up while he gets some treatment. Penman recovers. Murdoch takes the free kick and it's headed in and it's there. McCarry scores. Simple goal, 8 minutes played. Lennox sold the defence a dummy. The ball floated a header, beat McCloy all the way. Rangers nothing, Celtic 1. Dalglish. Connolly up in the attack, appearing from nowhere. Shoving it through to McCarry, who's just onside. McCarry trying to feed it back into the centre. Connolly through towards Callaghan. Out towards Lennox. Lennox looking for a chance. Jardine emerges with the ball for Rangers. Johnston down to Dalglish. The ball spins to Steen. Nice overhead kick to Johnston. McLean's in the centre of the field at the moment. Penman urging Johnson to make ground down the left, which he does. Out in front to Penman. Penman working his way through, trying to set it up for Johnston. Low and hard across goal. Appeals for hands. And the penalty given. .31 minutes played in the first half, and a chance for Rangers to get level. Willie Johnston against Evan Williams. 1-1 the score. Johnston the scorer. That's it, all even again. 32 minutes of the match have gone, and Celtic get the game going again. He lobbing it in towards Lennox, headed down by Gregg. Connolly. Dalglish. Jackson flicking that back. Lennox. McCloy, fingertip save. McLean, Murdoch chipping it forward to Johnston, and he's offside, I think. Out now to Conn. Jardine emerging with the ball. Johnson at outside right. Just keeping it in play. Ball running loose and Steen scores. A sensational ending to the first half. The Rangers crowd going absolutely mad. Willie Johnston made the goal. Williams dived down low, took the ball, but it spun loose to Steen, who has made it 2-1 on the stroke of half-time. So a controversial ending, an exciting ending indeed to the first half. Rangers coming back to lead 2-1 as the half-time whistle goes. So off we go at the start of the second half. Celtic going to the right-hand side of your picture now, and trailing by 2-1. Rangers losing the first goal to Lou Macari early in the match, hitting back with a Willie Johnston penalty midway through the half, and then going into a lead of 2-1 when Colin Steen scored in the closing seconds of the first half. Sporting handshakes there from George Connolly and John Gregg, the first free kick of the second half to Celtic. Callahan right-footed, flicked across, everybody missing it. Matheson flicking it away to Penman. Callahan heading it down. Donald down towards Conn. Through to Jardine. McDonald lobbing it forward. Steen trying to hook it in there as the ball came over his shoulder. Out now to Johnston. On to Murdoch. Fine ball from Murdoch out to Callahan. McNeil lofting it out in front. Dalglish scores. Callahan, McNeil, Dalglish, 2-2. 10.5 minutes played in the second half. McNeil came up but didn't take his usual position. He moved out towards the corner flag and head flicked the ball across to Dalglish, who appeared to have a great deal of time to bring the ball under control and turn the left foot shot into the net to score the fourth goal of the game. To Macari, carry through to Johnston. Johnson trying to set up the chance here, turning across to Macari, stopped by Gregg. Murdoch to Hay, taken by McCloy, and it's still 2-2. Lennox stepping in to Dalglish. Lennox on his left. Out in front. Dalglish an overhead kick. Really a classic goal. Goal kick to Rangers. Penman to McDonald. Macari stepping in. Back to McNeil. Out to Johnston. Back to Murdoch. Finally back to Williams and Steen's there. That was a free kick. The referee has been jostled by the Rangers players. Williams seems to be hurt. Turn forward to Macari. Dalglish out in front towards Johnston. Johnson heads it in, and the ball is in the net, and Celtic have scored. Johnston header, 89 minutes. McCarry and Dalglish made the chance, and Johnston finished it off. Extraordinary to think that a player as small as Johnston could get up to get to that ball, but he did. And it's Rangers 2, Celtic 3, and less than a minute to play. Come downfield by Matheson. Johnston has it. Williams comes out. We move up to 90 minutes and into injury time. That's it. It's all over. And Celtic have beaten Rangers by 3 goals to 2.
Well, despite the fact at the end of the day we had 5 goals, 3 players booked and 1 ordered off, this was a controversial but perhaps not memorable match between Rangers and Celtic. In the first half indeed, skillful play was at a premium. There was far too much accent on the physical. Rangers came very close to ending their sequence of defeats from Celtic, and nobody worked harder in this capacity than their new centre-half Colin Jackson, who played particularly well, ably backed up by John Greig. Anthony McDonnell and Andy Penman in the middle of the field worked particularly hard, and I felt that a good deal more perhaps could have been made of Andy Penman's promptings. As in the 2 League Cup matches, George Connolly and Billy McNeill were again outstanding for Celtic, and up front Ken Dalglish seems to get better with every game, and today he was also well backed up by Tom Callaghan. But the big talking point as the fans left here was, how was it possible indeed for the smallest player in the field, Jimmy Johnson, to outjump the Rangers defence to score the winning goal?